That was kind of savage. I ain't gonna even lie. But Claressa Shields, her clapbacks be so weak. I guess it's her delivery. Because she sounds slow. And then not only that, when she talks, the bottom teeth sound like she's trying to keep it in her mouth. Like when she was on Cam Newton interview and she was talking, and she was like, I don't know why people it should be. But it should be. You heard them S's, the S sound she was making? She was trying to keep the bottom teeth in. So apparently she needs to go to a dentist to let them kind of tack that bottom part in, because apparently she went to this cosmetic dentist that Cardi B went to. It's a female in Atlanta. Yeah, a black female in Atlanta that did her teeth. But for your teeth to be done at that age, it should really look like mine. The bottom teeth look like reclining chairs. The top teeth got the same effect, like somebody pushed them back. So let's be realistic. Her teeth don't look like a job done. Your teeth, when you pay money to get your teeth fixed, it's supposed to look like you paid for teeth. It's not supposed to look like it's caving in. So I would say that either there was some damage to her gums where her gums lean, so the lady had no choice but to make her teeth lean because of the gums. It's jacked up. When you eat now laters for dinner and you eat blow pops for breakfast, this is the effect that your mouth will get. You know what I'm saying? And we just got to keep it real. And I'm not trying to throw shade. I'm just spitting facts. 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 With your delivery of your music, it was so whack. It was so whack. And you need a better ghostwriter, because the ghostwriter ain't hitting on nothing. And everybody that's cheering you on, they lying to you. Listen, they telling the same lies you told when you was sitting in front of Cam Newton. When I say this girl should be on the box of a cereal brand, if she was ever be on the box of a cereal brand, it should be Cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Because that's what she give us. And I'm talking about the bird that come out the clock. Cuckoo, 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 cuckoo. People ain't laughing with you, Clarissa. They laughing at you. They laughing at you, girl. And there's plenty of times I get a giggle when I see you, but other times I be like, wah, wah, wah.
Geisha says Claressa dumped her own fiancé the exact same month she started seeing Papoose, and she's got the receipts lined up date by date to prove it. Hey there, it's Nova Sphere, and hello everyone. Sending you good vibes, positivity, good energy today. Thank you so much for pulling up. Quick disclaimer, this is commentary and reaction based on claims made publicly on a live stream, opinion and entertainment purposes only. Let's break this whole thing down. Now listen, Geisha opens by going straight at the ticket sales narrative. No warm-up at all, no easing into it whatsoever. She claims people only show up to these fights because the tickets are free, not because anybody's genuinely lining up to buy them, and that the arena only looks packed because the doors get opened wide for handouts right before showtime. But here's the real bombshell buried right after that opening jab. She says Claressa was still engaged to Tony Rich, showing off the ring proudly in March of 2024, while already 6 months deep with Papoose behind the scenes at the exact same time. That's not a small overlapping detail. That's a whole timeline problem sitting right there in plain sight.
And they only coming to your venues if it's for free. They ain't buying no tickets. They waiting for the free tickets. They waiting to show up at the door and you let them in because you want the arena look packed. You ain't never packed no arena because you was that girl and they bought tickets. You don't never make money off of ticket sales. You only make money off of the fight after you win unanimously. The same woman that dumped Tony Rich in July, because she sat on there on Cam Newton and say, oh, it was like around July 6th with me and Papoose. Yeah, the same time you dumped your fiance, the man you was engaged with, Tony Rich, because y'all was engaged 2024. Y'all had just took pictures in March of 2024. Y'all was gloating and showing off the ring, and y'all was doing a lot of things, baby. You was a whole engaged woman. You was an engaged woman sleeping around with a married man.
But here's the comparison that really lands the hardest in this entire video, the part everybody's going to be quoting afterward. Geisha lays out in detail what Tony Rich actually did for her, got down on one knee, proposed properly with real intention behind it, showed up to the gym consistently, and physically carried her weight during training, motivating her the whole way through every single rep. Now listen, she flips it hard right after laying all that out. Papoose isn't doing any of that. She says flatly, not one bit of it. If anything, the roles have completely reversed at this point. Tony carried her weight back then, but now she's the one carrying his weight instead, financially and otherwise. That line alone is going to get repeated everywhere this clip travels.
Tony Rich was disappointed. Because unlike you, Tony Rich was sincere about his relationship with you. You are opportunists. That you don't care about the people that you hurt that really got your back. Tony Rich is more genuine than Papoose. You dropped the ball. Tony Rich took the time out to get on that one knee, put that ring on your finger, get y'all dressed up in that emerald green while you still was looking like you was playing kickball because you looked sweaty in that dress, and he got on his knees and still proposed to you like you was the Dundada, the Queen of Egypt, and you wasn't. You was the Swamp Queen in green, and he got on his knees and he proposed to you. Had your back in the gym working out with you, motivating you, with you on his back. He was saying, I'ma carry you, baby. He doing squats with you on his back. Papoose ain't doing that. Tony Rich carried your weight. Papoose, you carrying his weight.
Now this is the theory that really reframes the entire relationship from the ground up. Geisha argues that Papoose didn't actually choose Claressa at all in any real sense. He settled for her, and only because Remy Ma exposed what was happening behind closed doors first, forcing his hand publicly. Her point is blunt, and she repeats it more than once for emphasis, hammering it home from different angles. If Remy had just kept that secret quiet a little longer, Papoose would still be right there in that house every single night. No different than before. This isn't a love story unfolding in her eyes. It's damage control that got dressed up carefully afterward to look like romance for the cameras.
So guess what? He's settling for you. You are a settle. You're not a choice. You're talking about he chose me. No, he settled for you. Because guess what? If Remy would have never exposed that y'all was cheating behind the scenes, he still would have been on the phone with you at night in Remy's house, going to sleep, falling asleep on you. Yeah. That's the only reason why he upstairs sometime at your place. Because he said on Vlad TV he got his own shit. He ain't hardly over there with you. So that's why he at your crib sometime. Because if Remy wouldn't have never exposed, he would have still been in Remy's house. If Remy would have kept that little secret that he ain't SHIT, he would have still been in Remy's house. But because Remy exposed who he is, and all he has is his image and his reputation, it forced his feet and his whole body out that woman's crib. Tell me he chose me. No, he had no choice. Because she started telling the truth on him to go to you. Because you're the only one that's silly enough to settle. You're the only one.
Here's where things get personal in a different way. Geisha claims the name everybody knows isn't even the real one, referencing something a cousin apparently said about the actual birth certificate. But the sharper point comes right after that. She says a real heavyweight champion doesn't have to promote their own tickets, call radio stations, or hand out free seats just to fill a room. Real headliners get promoted. She argues they don't have to promote themselves.
That's what your cousin said. So we're going to stick to Clarissa at this point, right? Right now. But I need you to tell the truth how you give out free tickets just to pack the arena and you don't do sellouts. You have never sold out. Everybody that ever came to your fight, the majority of the people, 90% of the people that's in there is free tickets. How you have to do your own footwork and go to these radio stations, tell these radio stations to sell tickets for you, and how you got to cut them a little check. Because you ain't got no real backing. You ain't got no real people in your corner that can get the work done, that can get the job done. So you have to be your own promoter. Have you ever heard a heavyweight champion of the world being their own promoter? Someone that carries the title as the heavyweight champion of the world of this era ain't gonna be selling their own tickets and ain't gonna be giving out no motherfucking free tickets to watch her fight.
And here's the closer that really lands the hardest of the whole breakdown. Geisha asks the question everybody's been dancing around. If he's still legally married, then what exactly is your title in this situation? She doesn't let it sit unanswered either, comparing the whole thing to ordering food at a counter, listing off exactly what role is left on the menu once wife is already taken. That analogy alone is the kind of thing that turns into a whole meme overnight. So here's where this whole breakdown lands. Between the empty arena claim, the Tony Rich comparison, and that settle for theory, Geisha built an argument that goes a lot deeper than a simple relationship roast. Whether every detail checks out or not, the timeline questions she's raising are the kind that don't go away just because nobody wants to answer them directly.
Oh, it ain't no homewrecker stuff going on around here. Ain't no... What you mean? They still married. If it ain't homewrecker activity, if it ain't side chick activity, if they still married, what is your title in the situation? I'll wait on it. What's your title in this situation if they still married? I'll wait on it. Oh, okay. Definitely side chick. Definitely homewrecker. Definitely the other woman. Definitely not the main. That's just like pulling up at Papoose. What you want? I want the extra crispy. What's your size, Clarissa? What's your side order, Clarissa? What a combination. Clarence and Clarence. That was kind of savvy, Remy.
Alright you guys, that is it for this video. Geisha laid out receipts, timelines, and a whole lot of pointed questions, and she made it clear she's not backing down from a single one of them. If you enjoyed this breakdown, smash that like button, drop a comment letting me know your thoughts, and subscribe so you never miss the next update. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. I'll talk to you guys again very soon.